he said, "Did you take notes? Because you should have, because they're good stories." And I grabbed his hand and I smiled and looked at him and I said, "Grandpa, I did one better." Good morning. Well, it's morning for me when I'm recording this. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. I look a little different for you all today. That's okay, because this is going to be a different video today. And it's a good day. It's going to be a good day. And I wanted to come on here raw and real, which I always am, quite honestly, but extra raw and real. I literally just got out of bed, as you can tell by my amazing look over here. And I wanted to talk to you today about a lot of things, but I'll try to keep it short and sweet. Something I want to talk about today is who I am. I get a lot of flack sometimes and people teasing, which is all good because I love a good tease. I like when people can tease me, I can tease them back. We can have fun, throw some jokes. But for anyone that knows me, knows that I can talk. I have no problems with talking and expressing myself. But for the people that don't know me, if you're new here and you don't know who I am, I'm Katie Fortune, and this is Motivation Moment. Even though I don't look super motivating today, literally, I truly just legit rolled out of bed. But I woke up with like this overwhelming feeling of what I wanted to talk about today. I didn't know what I was going to talk about on this video for this Monday, which I'm recording it on a Sunday, let's be real. And yeah, I'm all over the place. So I'm Katie, and I can talk. And I love people, but I want to clarify and let you know where this comes from. This actually comes from my upbringing and my amazing parents. The person you see today is because of the amazing parents and the amazing family that has surrounded me my entire life. And who I am and what I choose to do, say, what I'm about, my mission in life, what I'm here, my purpose on earth, is because of my family and the way I was raised. And I'm so grateful for that. And you're probably like, what is she talking about? Why are we talking about this today? Well, Thursday, we got some really difficult news. And it's news that, like, for me, feels like it's coming way too soon. Way, way too soon. If you've been here long enough, and if you know me personally, I lost someone really close to me not even a year ago. And Thursday, we got some terrifying news that another person very close to me has a big battle ahead of him. And it just keeps putting into perspective, for me, life. And how it can be super short. And some people have an amazing long life. And thankfully, the person I lost last year had an amazing and pretty long life. I still think she's gone too soon. And the person that is going through this struggle right now in our family has had a pretty incredible life. But I still feel like it's too soon. So why am I talking to you about this today? I like to talk. It comes from my Fortune side of the family. We'll just be honest. But let me say this. Pretty sure my mom's side of the family, the water side, they can hold their own. Let's be real here. So I have two sides of my life that know how to talk, that know how to build relationships, that are the best storytellers you will ever meet. truly the best storytellers, the most amazing people that I have ever been around in my life. And I am so grateful and lucky to call them my family, to share blood relatives. And I'm so grateful for that. But again, why am I here? Katie, you can talk. I know, sorry, sidetracked. Yesterday, I was so grateful and so lucky to be able to spend an entire day with no distractions, other than the nurses and doctors, but no distractions with my incredible grandpa. And I love spending time with him. Life gets crazy. COVID has been terrible for all. But I got the opportunity to be able to spend that day with him. A full day, an entire day. I don't even know how many hours. So many hours, which is great. And what did I spend that time on with him? I wanted to hear more of his stories. Now, mind you, I've heard a lot of these stories many times. Because like I said before, we're good storytellers. No, we're great storytellers. And my grandpa has a pretty incredible book of stories. And I thought I needed to take this opportunity, no matter what, to let him tell more of his stories to me. To let him share those moments and learn even more, even in depth, by myself with my grandpa. I didn't get to do that with my mom's side, grandma and grandpa. They were gone way too early. I was in 6th grade. And I'm sitting here at 32 years old, having a really incredible career, building an amazing business and a brand and a mission to help all kids in the entire world to never feel like I did when I was young, before I was diagnosed. And a little side note on that is I'm never going to stop doing that, because before my grandma passed away last year, she said right to me and grabbed my hand and said, Katie, you keep going. You keep doing everything you've told me about and more. You go help those kids and never, ever give up on your dreams. And never stop fighting for yourself and everyone around you. So that's another reason why I'm so passionate about what I'm doing. But yesterday, man, I have to say though, it was beautiful outside. And it was such an amazing day in Wisconsin. And there would have been nowhere else in the entire world that I would have rather have been than sitting in that hospital room with my 83-year-old grandpa. And I slept so peacefully last night, number one, knowing that he got to spend the evening and night with my dad, his oldest son. And then today, my mom's there with him, which, gosh darn it, like I said, she's an amazing listener, but she's also a great storyteller too. And before that, of course, he spent time with my truly incredible sister, who is the most loving and affectionate person I know. I mean, good Lord, the nurses were talking about how amazing she was because she sat and rubbed my grandpa's feet. She asked anything, did he need anything? She took care of him, and that is who she is inside and out. But I have to say, where does that come from? My mom and dad. And where does that come from for them? Their mom and dads. And so, like I said, I'm very fortunate to have an amazing bloodline that cares so deeply about people. And I am so grateful for the person I have grown up to be and keep growing to be. That makes no sense, but it's fine. It felt right. So my grandpa shared stories with me for 6 hours. More than 6 hours, but 6 hours straight. He did not take a nap or anything. He wanted to stay awake as much as possible so he could sleep good at night. And those 6 hours I will cherish for the rest of my life. And I have to tell you, because my grandpa, oh my gosh, he's one of a kind. And he has a big surgery ahead of him today. When you're watching this on Monday, he will be in surgery. And it's a massive, massive surgery. So when you're seeing this, throw up some prayers. Everyone could use them. My grandpa could use a couple extra today. And so I have to share this though. He is feisty. He was teasing all the nurses, and my goodness, there's a few that were teasing him right back, and oh, do we love them even more for that, because he loves that. And he said to me before I left, oh, you probably didn't even remember, you won't remember hardly any of my stories. He just gets after me and just pokes at me. He said, did you take notes? Because you should have, because they're good stories. And I grabbed his hand and I smiled and looked at him and I said, Grandpa, I did one better. I recorded them. He goes, what? I said, yeah, tricked ya. Did you not see me holding my phone? Yeah. I go, what'd you think I was doing? Just holding my phone for fun? And he said, well, I don't know what you're doing these days, these kids. And I said, Grandpa, I was recording your stories because I never want to forget them. I said, we have way more stories to talk about though. So when you get through this surgery on Monday, you're going to get healed up. And I said, I'm stealing your van. You're going to sit in the passenger seat and I'm going to drive. And we're going for a ride like we've been talking about. And he said, that sounds like a great plan. Because I know he has a lot more stories in his book of stories. So my message for you today is never take anything in life for granted. And I'm saying this to you, but I'm also saying this to myself and reminding myself that life is short. We all get one life to live. And hearing that news on Thursday night, I didn't think anything different of, I'm clearing everything and I'll do anything I can for my family specifically, and of course my grandpa. And thankfully we are able to go see him. I know places are not able to. There's restrictions, but thankfully I had an opportunity to be able to see him and spend time with him. And even if I didn't, I would be spending time with my dad, my mom, and my sister, no questions asked. Because in really difficult times, we need to come together. And that goes for anyone, whether it's blood, family, friends, whoever, it doesn't matter. When something tough happens, we need to come together for each other. And I want to publicly thank the incredible friends I have that have reached out, whether it was text, Marco Polo, FaceTimes, phone calls, everything. I just want to thank you because I do feel the love. I do feel that love, and it helps me, gives me the incredible power to be able to keep moving and giving that positivity that my grandpa needed and needs. So I had all of the love to be able to give to him. And thank you to the family members that reached out and everyone sending their prayers. I love you all. And if you ever need me, you know where to find me. And I truly mean that. And I want to leave this with you is sometimes it's okay to pause, cancel things, decide that we're going to just shut everything down and spend time with that family that needs you, or that friend, or that loved one. And that's okay. Because I will tell you, some people may say, well, I had plans. And I'm talking about anything, by the way. Don't get me wrong. Don't think I didn't have plans. But never in my mind, not even a little bit, did I ever think that I wouldn't try to be there for him or my family. And I'm just grateful that's the way I was raised. And I'm grateful for my mom and dad and my grandma and grandpa Waters and my grandma and grandpa Fortune that taught me that, but also more importantly, showed that to me. Because they were always there for anything that related to me. And I will always be there for them. And that goes for my mom and dad as well. And of course, my sister and her awesome kids and my brother-in-law. So that's my message is it's okay to say pause, time out, cancel everything, drop it all, and spend time with the people you need to. Because I did send a message. Hey, we had plans. I need to cancel them. I got to go spend some time with my grandpa. And when I say got to, I want to. And thankfully, you know who you are, said, of course you're going to. No problems at all. And called me and checked up on me and made sure I was doing okay. And that's what a true friend is. So thank you. And you know who you are, by the way. But I know this was long, but it's on my heart today. And so again, it's okay to pause. It's okay to reevaluate. And it's gosh dang okay to sit down uninterrupted and spend 6+ hours listening to your 83-year-old grandpa tell you stories about his life and reminisce on the trips we went on together. I'm so grateful for those trips and all of the amazing memories he had. And oh my gosh, the things I learned. I thought I knew a lot of his stories. I learned so much more. And I am so grateful that I have them. I have his voice. I can hear that for the rest of my life. And he's not going anywhere, by the way. Nope. Him and I still have a ride to go take. Lots of rides to go take. To go hear more of these stories. And see the places he talked about. So I just want to say thank you all. I love you all. Don't forget to send my grandpa some big prayers today and for the days coming, because it's going to be a very, very tough road ahead, but we are all in this together, because guess what? We're Fortunes, and we never, ever give up. Thank you so much for listening today. And as always, less hate. Let's go motivate. And I challenge you to go spend some time with someone you haven't spent time with in a long time. And even if you can't go see them personally, FaceTime them, get them on Zoom, give them a call, write them a letter. The simple things, they really do matter. See you next time. Oh my God, that video was so long, my foot fell asleep. Oh, it's pins and needles. Ooh, my foot fell asleep. Okay. I think I'm okay. Oh my God, my hair. I look good today.